Thanks for checking out this episode of the Screen Facts with Jason Davis podcast, where we discuss a movie and share some fun trivia facts about the film during the conversation. Starting next month, we'll be taking kind of a more flexible approach to the podcast. We're still going to be releasing new episodes, it just won't necessarily be weekly. When we have a new episode for you, we will release it on Wednesday as usual, so just keep checking on Wednesdays for new episodes. For information about how to access all of the past episodes of the podcast, please visit jasondavisvoice.com/podcast. Please like us at facebook.com/screenfacts. Post your comments or questions. You can also tweet me at jasondavisvoice or email screenfacts@yahoo.com. Now that we got all that out of the way, I know, right?
Man. Wow. Business.
Joining me on this episode of the podcast, my good pal, Erik Reitz.
Merry Christmas, Jason. How are you?
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
It seems weird to be saying that already because it's only the beginning of the month, but we're going to kind of highlight some great Christmas films for this month.
We were kicking around a couple. Some of my favorites you've already done, like Christmas Vacation.
We did a Christmas Story last year.
Christmas Story, which was, great. Somehow we came up with this movie, which I had never seen before, but I had read good stuff about it. I was like, all right, we'll give it a shot. And you were excited because you saw it and liked it. I just got to say that
good choice.
It was something, man. It was really something.
Now, the movie we're going to talk about is a very dark Christmas movie.
Right.
It's Bad Santa.
You and I have slightly different takes and definitely different tolerances when it comes to the curse words and the
really?
swearing. Yeah. I mean, I, in general, am not crazy about that much just gratuitous swearing.
Oh, fuck that.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. But... in this movie, it was funny. Yes, they dropped the F-bomb quite a bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that as we get into the podcast.
But I did. I enjoyed the movie. There was some really, really funny stuff, some great people in it doing some good stuff, and some interesting things going on in the background, too.
Yeah, and part of the reason that we chose this as one of the movies for this month is because Bad Santa 2 is currently in theaters, which I have not seen yet.
No.
Not sure if I'm going to go to the theater to see it. I'll probably catch it when it comes out later.
Well, I've already seen a couple commercials for it, and I'm like, ugh. And Kathy's watching. I mean, there's already, like, the first scene is, him in an alleyway with a prostitute. And Kathy's like, we're not going to that. I'm like, I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, I had seen this movie, Bad Santa, not in the theaters, but I saw it, when it first came out on video, I think.
Okay.
And I don't think I had seen it since, honestly. I enjoyed it when I first saw it, but it wasn't one of the ones that I go back to every year, like some of the other Christmas movies.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, again, I liked it enough, but it's
really
not
funny.
A tradition. Yes.
No, it's not a tradition.
It's not a tradition.
And
it's already 13 years old anyway,
I know, I was
which
gonna say,
really blew my mind.
Originally released November 26, 2003, directed by Terry Zwigoff. Zwigoff said that he's not a fan of the theatrical cut, which is interesting.
Yeah.
He prefers the darker director's cut because it's closer to the feel of the original script without the fake sentiment that was added for the theatrical release to make it a little more mainstream. Now, this is anything but mainstream, this movie, even the theatrical release.
Oh, definitely.
As far as I'm concerned.
But there is a little touchy-feely at the end and all that. And actually, as we're watching it, near the end, as it developed into, the story with, him and the boy, this does have a heart to it.
Right.
I bet if this was done like in the 40s or 50s without all the swearing, this really could have been.
Just a drunk guy.
Just a drunk, just like a drunk down and out guy. Still could be a crook, but it would have been done differently. This could be a classic. It definitely has that kind of storyline.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not for the faint of heart. If you're easily offended, you're not going to like this movie.
No, absolutely not. And it's funny because a lot of the people involved with this, they didn't stay on for Bad Santa 2.
Right.
And there was a lot of anger amongst all of them. The director, Zwigoff, he was saying that, I guess this is kind of tongue-in-cheek, because with the writers, that was the Coen brothers, right?
Well, the people who got credit for writing the movie are Glenn Ficarra and John Requa.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right.
Right.
But according to Zwigoff, Joel and Ethan Coen, the Coen brothers, the famous directors, were the original choice to direct the movie.
Oh, okay.
The writers wanted the Coen brothers to direct, but they don't direct things that are written by other people usually.
Right, okay.
What I read was that they took a look at the script, they liked it, but they passed on it. They didn't want to direct it.
Okay.
But they gave some notes.
Right.
essentially they punched up the script, and a lot of what they had said ended up in the movie. So Bad Santa stars Billy Bob Thornton, Bernie Mac, Lauren Graham.
Sorry.
Tony Cox as Marcus, Brett Kelly as the kid, and John Ritter in his last film appearance.
John Ritter, great guy too.
Yeah.
Should we take a moment?
Yes.
Okay.
So this movie, an estimated budget of $23 million, domestic gross $60 million, worldwide $76 million. So, pretty successful.
Yeah.
Especially for the kind of movie it is. I'm actually surprised they made a sequel, though, I'll be honest. It's 13 years for a sequel for this movie, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think if we're going to make a sequel to Bad Santa, we got to, do it quickly.
While the iron's hot.
Yeah, strike while the iron's hot, cash grab movie.
Right. When I was looking up all these different lists of best movies for Christmas time, blah, blah, Bad Santa kept coming up at the top of the list. So, I mean, obviously it's got appeal or it's got some critical acclaim. I mean, a lot of the critics stuff that I read, they like it.
Well, here's the thing. If you're tired of the real sentimental, gushy, mushy kind of over-the-topness of Polar Express and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
This is the perfect antidote to that. So maybe
Yes.
if you're in the mood for something a little bit less sentimental, this is your movie. So there you go.
It definitely is. It definitely is. And one of the things I found great is, just Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
He's a method actor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I came across an interview. The interviewer asked him, do you ever feel bad about some of these parts you're playing? They said, like Bad Santa, you're playing a real asshole. And he says, it's my job. If I'm supposed to be playing an asshole, then I'm going to play an asshole. It's just, it's just a job. And that's how he thinks.
I mean, it's like an actor playing a serial killer. It doesn't make him a serial killer.
Right. And this movie is just him swearing a lot. I mean, acting, of course, but swearing. He's not being a serial killer.
Right.
So big deal.
He swears a lot. He drinks too much. He's kind of a womanizer.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, he's a womanizer.
I was like, I don't understand. Like when he's at the bar.
Yeah.
And there's
and he's
Lauren's
totally sauced,
character,
right? Yeah, Lauren Graham.
And she's just so cute. And as we're watching, and she's talking to him and then giving him free drinks, I'm like, son of a bitch, he's gonna nail her.
Well,
what?
But there's a reason though. She has a Santa thing.
She does have a Santa thing, and
she
it is cool.
She can't even see the drunken, disgusting guy that he is.
Right.
Just the fact that he's wearing a Santa suit gets her motor running.
Well, he was cool in the bar, man, a few words and all that.
Yeah, but he's drunk though, and he's disgusting looking.
But he wasn't like drooling and farting and all that.
No,
so
that was later.
Okay, that was later. He drank on set.
Yeah, you said he's a method guy.
He wanted to be drunk. He said, "Yeah, for me to do this, I have to be drunk."
Yeah, he said that he was intoxicated for a lot of the filming.
Yeah,
and he said that he's had 8-year-old kids coming up to him. About the movie, and he was kind of shocked that parents would allow their kids to watch this.
I agree.
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't even think I should have been watching it. I had some questions. I was like, really? Should I be doing this?
He's a big fan of this film, though. He has an autobiography, the Billy Bob tapes.
Okay.
He said if you can go back to any time and relive it, he listed this film, The Alamo, and when he worked for the Arkansas Highway Department in 1979.
He worked for the Arkansas Highway Department?
It's very random, but yeah, but he really enjoyed making this movie.
Yeah.
So you talked about language and how you're not a big fan of the word fuck. I don't care. I don't get offended by stuff like that. That doesn't bother me.
Well, I think, going off on a little tangent, South Park, they did an episode with curse words where as they were cursing, it ended up releasing the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse or something.
That was the shit episode,
Okay.
Because somehow the censors determined that it was okay to say shit on TV. So then every show was like shit everywhere.
That's right. And it was a big deal the first time.
Yeah.
Well, I do subscribe to the fact that when there's a lot of swearing and it's just done without any kind of thought, that it does harden people. And I think it does then translate into the hardening of society and less civility. I really think that. Now, I look at you, I don't see that. I know you.
Right.
You're not a
I like to
hardened
throw
person.
curse words. Yeah, I'll throw curse words around. But it's time and place, too.
Exactly. You're not doing it all the time. And I just hear too much of it in everyday speaking and at work and stuff. And so when I see in the movies, it just kind of bothers me that, is this where our society's really going?
Yeah.
But it was still a fucking funny movie.
So we do have to talk about this. The word fuck and its variations are used 159 times in the movie.
What?
The term shit appears 73 times.
Oh, that's okay.
Amid a total of approximately 300 profanities. The unrated version of the film furthers the record for the most profanities in a Christmas film, including 170 uses of fuck, 74 uses of shit, 31 uses of ass, 10 uses of bitch, and 1 use of bastard in variable forms. You know, if you're going to be offended by anything in this movie, fuck is not even that offensive, but he's calling, you know, kid retarded or mongoloid or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I laughed my ass off. I'm not going to lie, but
yeah, I mean, I laughed too. It's like when we first see the kid show up, you know, and
he's got the snot coming out of his nose.
Oh yeah, and he's just like this, you know, roly-poly pug-faced kid. He's got the bright blue eyes. I mean, he's kind of cute, but yeah, he's a mess.
Yeah, his dad's in jail. He lives with his grandma, who's barely there.
Yeah. Oh, Cloris Leachman. Yeah, that was great when they walked in and she's like laying on the sofa.
Is your grandma spry?
She's spry.
Oh yeah, when they thought she was dead.
Yeah. When he brings the bartender back,
she always wants to fix some sandwiches. I'll fix you some sandwiches. Just the way he takes advantage of everything. It's really. It's so anti-Christmas, but that's the thing. The fact that he starts to kind of like the kid and look after him a little bit.
Right.
Like when the skateboard kids are bullying him and they give him a black eye when he beats the shit out of the skateboard kid. That's really funny. I mean,
it is funny because, because we know it's over the top. We know. Well, yeah, I like, you know, once he says something to his friend Marcus.
To Marcus,
right? Yeah, what's he say?
I beat the shit out of some kids today, but it was for a purpose. It made me feel good about myself. It was like I did something constructive with my life or something. I don't know, like I accomplished something. And then Marcus is like, you need many years of therapy. Many fucking years of therapy. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, he's definitely not, you know, Mother Teresa. But yeah.
No, definitely
but then also when they pull off that heist.
Right.
And, you know, he remembers, I got to get the kid a toy because the kid's going to get his Christmas present. And he goes and what was it, a purple or a pink elephant?
Right, yeah. And so, then the kid changed his mind and he really.
That's probably the stuff that the director was pissed was put in.
Right.
Because it, you know, it wasn't in line with the original script. I guess the original script is complete darkness. There's no redeeming qualities to
well, here's something that
Willie.
The director Zwigoff, he said that the Coens, well, here's as an example. The kid would ask Santa, do you and Mrs. Santa ever think of having kids? The original script, it was just, no, thank God. But the Coens, being the wordsmiths that they are, would change it to, no, thank the fuck Christ. And so Zwigoff says, that's their gift. Like, okay, honestly, I think you and I could do that kind of dialogue too.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But you know what though? That's a lot funnier than no, thank God. I mean, you know,
it absolutely is. Yeah, we were talking at you know, John Ritter. Of course, my first memories of him
Three's Company.
Are Three's Company.
Yeah,
he's really good, and in this movie. He's so funny. I mean, I love one of my favorite scenes.
Probably underused a little too in the theatrical version. I don't know if there's more of him in the director's cut.
I don't know, but I really like the scene. He's so great at being uncomfortable. You know, he's playing like when he's talking to Bernie Mac's character, who's head of security, about, you know, what can I do with these guys because, you know, obviously this Santa is, well, he's a bad Santa. You know, he's like. Hearing him having sex in the changing rooms and things.
You're not going to shit right for a week.
That's horrible. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Kathy just looked at me, and I was like, well, I don't know. A really good showcase of John Ritter was when the scene where he was trying to fire the two of them.
Right.
Because, you know, remember, he basically brought them on last minute.
Right.
To cover for a really good Santa who cost too much.
Right.
You know, it's like, wow, smart move, you know. Talk about you get what you pay for.
No kidding.
So he's trying to fire them, and he's very jittery. And, you know, Billy Bob Thornton's character is awesome because he just turns it right back at him because he sees he's a nervous guy. And he plays on it. And he says, I'm talking about firing a little black midget. Okay, now midgets, I think midget's like a derogatory
Oh,
term.
absolutely.
At least it is now.
Yeah, I don't even think you can say dwarf anymore. I think dwarf is probably offensive
Really?
too. Yeah, I think little person is the appropriate thing to say.
And he goes on, a small African-American small person. All right,
Right.
so there's some PC.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your face all over goddamn USA Today. That's what I'm talking about. 150 of these little motherfuckers over the sidewalk out there holding picket signs. Oh my gosh. It's great.
It really is.
I wish I could come up with stuff like that.
Marcus is a great character. Tony Cox's character, the dwarf.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
it's
was great.
it's so funny.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of little things that he says, like the two of them are out drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Willie just says to him, "You can't drink." And he says, "I weigh 92 pounds, you dick."
And then later on in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
when Willie shows up drunk,
Right.
and all the kids are waiting, and he just knocks over everything by the
Yeah.
and then
it starts like beating up the donkey. And
the
stuff.
donkey, and then Jin, Bernie Mac's character, is
Right.
like, you got to get him out of here. You got to take him to the car. And Marcus is like, well, in case you didn't notice, I'm a motherfucking dwarf. So unless you got a forklift handy, maybe you should lend him a hand. Hmm?
Yeah.
He goes, that figures. You want all kinds of set aside, special treatment because you're handicapped. You're all the same. Special treatment. I'm 3 foot fucking tall, you asshole. It's a matter of physics. Draw me a sketch of how to get him to the car.
I love that. Draw me a sketch. Because then, of course, right away, my mind starts thinking, well, if you draw a plumb bob here and you've got a
you're actually
cantilever arm, I'm like,
you're working it out.
Yeah, forget it. We'll just get something else. Going back to the relationship of the kid and Santa, when the boy first sits on his lap, and of course, Willie's drunk, the beard is falling off. So, the kid says, your beard's not real. And Willie says, no shit. It was real, but I got sick and all the hair fell out. Kid says, how come? Willie says, I loved a woman who wasn't clean. He says, Mrs. Santa? No, it was her sister.
And then later on, when he's with Lauren Graham in the house,
Yeah.
he's like, well, good night, Santa. Good night, Mrs. Santa's sister. The kids that he encounters playing Santa in the store, which, is ridiculous because the guy's completely trashed the whole time.
Right. In fact, while we're watching the movie, Kathy's like, that would be enough to fire him.
Yeah.
That would definitely be enough to fire. What? They should be able to
They would
fire
never.
him now.
Yeah, they would never let him be around.
You keep
kids.
that going, yeah.
But I loved how the one kid sits on his lap and then sneezes in his face, the ice cream, and then he's got it on his face for like the next 5 kids
As he's talking, right? Yeah.
Like, dude, wipe your face. What the hell?
Nasty. Oh, and he pissed
Yeah.
in the chair.
Oh yeah.
I really like that they kept him as a kid. He's asking a lot of questions.
Right.
And he's driving Willie nuts. Willie's driving him home, and the kid asks, why do you need a car? Because he's thinking, well, you're Santa.
Where's your sleigh?
Oh, it's in the shop getting repaired. Well, where are the reindeer? I stable them. Right? Where's the stable? It's next to the shop. How did they sleep? Who? The reindeer? Standing up. No. How about the noise? How did they sleep? What noise? From the shop. They only work during the day, all right? I thought it was always night at the North Pole. Well, not now. Right now it's always day. Then how did they sleep? Oh, shit, what is it with you anyway? Somebody drop you on your fucking head? Oh, my head? Well, yeah. What are they going to drop you on? Somebody else's head? How could they drop me onto my own head? Then he's just like, also like, are you fucking with me? And that was a great scene.
And then there's another scene where he's taking a bath and the kid walks in and what are their names? Who? The elves. Shit, I can't remember. I think one of them is Sneezy and then there's Dopey. That's the 7 dwarves. Fuck, I just call them Bub or Chief or whatever the fuck. So eventually he really starts to connect with the kid.
I think it's a really good scene where Willie talks about how his father treated him. So now we've got some insight, and he opens up to the kid.
They do a good job of taking what's very one-dimensional on the surface, the character, and giving him a few more dimensions. The fact that he does stick up for the kid, the fact that he gets the kid the elephant, the fact that he does have that backstory where his dad was a drunk son of a bitch. And
Well, it's good. I mean, it made sense because if he did all of a sudden just start liking the kid, why? It's nice, but to have that.
Well, there's got to be some sort of redeeming value to Willie. Otherwise, why would you care about him,
Right.
Otherwise, he's just a drunk, mean crook.
Right. And I think that, I'm glad that they did mainstream this.
Right.
Because it does give it
It needs
more
a little bit of a
reason.
heart.
Yeah. So I'm happy with the way it turned out.
Jack Nicholson actually
Right.
read the script and wanted to make this movie. He wanted to be in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
But he had to turn it down because he was already committed to Something's Gotta Give.
Okay.
And then Bill Murray was signed on,
Bill
but had
Murray
to drop
was.
out for Lost in Translation.
Yeah, he would have been good.
Bill Murray played in Quick Change, he was a clown in that.
Okay.
And he was a clown that I think was a bank robber. So he's kind of done that funny guy, bad guy thing.
Okay.
So maybe that's another reason why he decided to do the other project.
I thought it was pretty funny throughout the film that Bernie Mac's character, the head of security, he obviously has GI problems.
Yes, he's like constipated the whole time.
Right. So he's
eating
constantly
oranges,
eating
he's drinking
oranges,
Metamucil.
right. Yeah. But that was a funny little
Right.
side note. Giving him a little humanity, maybe.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, because he seems like a real cool customer, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I love that the kid's name is Thurman Merman.
Thurman Merman.
And there's another funny scene that I wanted to mention really quick.
Mhm.
When he's in the food court, he's having lunch with Marcus
Mm-hmm.
and Marcus's girlfriend. Then they leave, and he's sitting there and he's just stuffing his face with the salad and leaves of
Oh, yeah, yeah.
spinach,
He's
or whatever, just falling out of his mouth.
right.
Just a mess.
It's
He's a
early in
mess.
the movie. He's gross.
Yeah, he's just totally.
Yeah.
And then a woman comes, oh, look who's here. Tell Santa what you want for Christmas. He's like, I'm on my fucking lunch break. Okay?
Now, you know what? And we're watching that, and I said, Kathy, I would not go up to a Santa while he's having lunch. I
Right.
mean, he is a person.
Yeah, I thought that was funny, though.
Oh, it was hilarious because I bet you any Santa who's been in that situation just wanted to rip the parent
Yeah.
a new one because come on, really. I mean, as a parent, I wouldn't have brought my little kid over to Santa while he's having something to eat.
I would think that most mall Santas, if they take a lunch break, it's not out in the food court. Like, they
Right.
probably sit privately. Cause,
Yeah, they're probably in the back with the
Yeah,
reindeer.
you kind of have to maintain the character, I think, the whole
Oh,
time.
yeah. Would you have wanted to see this movie be darker or more the way probably the Coens envisioned it?
I think the theatrical version was dark enough.
Yeah.
Would I be offended with darker? Probably not, because, it doesn't bother me. The thing that I appreciate about the darkness of this movie is that there's so much hype about Christmas.
The gift giving, the money
Right.
spending, all that BS that has nothing to do with it.
Right. And I think it's funny that they're talking about all the stuff they're going to steal from the store. She's walking around the store. Marcus's girlfriend is walking around the store.
Right, yes.
Basically making a
shopping
registry.
list.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. Yeah, because Marcus is going around, I got to go get the silverware.
Right, right.
It's like, are you shopping right now?
Right.
It was great.
So that's I think that's like a fuck you to the commercialism of Christmas.
Yeah.
Which I think is great.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, the movie's good for a few laughs.
Oh, absolutely.
Quite a few. I mean, there were a couple times in the movie. I'm not going to lie. I was laughing so hard I couldn't catch my breath. Because, I mean, and I'm sort of ashamed to admit it was the really dark. He's
Right,
making fun
yeah.
of some of the kids. When he's like, "Fuck, move! This isn't the DMV."
Yeah, right. Want to see a kid disappear?
Yeah.
He just kicks him off
Yeah,
his
yeah.
lap.
You're Santa. You could do magic. You want to see magic, and he could disappear.
Disappear.
I would recommend this movie.
Absolutely.
I think it's a good movie. I think it's fun, and I really enjoyed it. So
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but not like a traditional every
Yeah.
year Christmas.
Yeah, it's
because
not-
the fact we're talking, it's a Christmas movie with the word fuck 159 times.
I think you can have the word fuck in a Christmas movie and have it be very, very funny. For example, Christmas Vacation, at the end of the movie when Chevy Chase goes off, we're going to have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny fucking K. That's a great line. I mean,
Yeah.
That's
That's
awesome.
a good line.
yeah.
Well-
But this movie, it's just like Scarface level cursing.
Yeah, it is. That might be fun, watching the two side by side and just do tick marks every time.
I'm not sure what the record is for the most curses. I think
Yeah.
the South Park movie might have the record.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It might, yeah. Well, that's Bad Santa. I got
That's-
nothing else.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, Eric, as always, a pleasure doing the podcast with you.
I loved it.
Thanks for taking the time to come in.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Gets me out of the office. So.
And thanks to you for listening as always. We really appreciate it. Please remember to like the Facebook page, facebook.com/screenfacts. Let us know if you have a favorite scene or anything about the movie that you'd like to comment on. You can do it there. You can also tweet me at Jason Davis Voice. You can email screenfacts@yahoo.com. Please rate and subscribe on iTunes. You can also show your support for the show by ordering ScreenFacts merchandise on the podcast page of jasondavisvoice.com. Please note that beginning next month, we're going to be doing new episodes, but like I said earlier in the podcast, it won't necessarily be weekly. I'm not going to commit to any specific time frame. It's going to be like when we're able to do a podcast and put it out there for you, we will. Just always check on Wednesdays for new shows. That's when we'll be releasing them. Show theme music by Audionautics.com. Thanks to our announcer, Kim McKay from Kim'sVoice.com.
Screen Facts with Jason Davis is a production of Jason Davis VoiceOver. Visit JasonDavisVoice.com if you need a voice for a commercial, narration, promo, internet video, e-learning or training program, and more. Click on the podcast page to get information about where you can download and listen to past episodes. Listen again next Wednesday for a new episode of Screen Facts with Jason Davis.